Everybody, welcome back to another video. So this is just a quick one to show you how to fix a problem, a common issue with joining stereos in a lot of the later model Honda vehicles. So right now I'm sitting in a 2017 CRV and I've got this kind of pulled loose right now. I'll show you the issue. So we're gonna have the car running here. All right, so if I put it in reverse, you see, you'll notice that we don't have any dynamic guidelines. And a lot of people ask me often, obviously the Canbus is working because we're able to change our camera view and our steering wheel controls work and all of that. But there is something you can do to get the dynamic trajectory lines working. All right, so I'll have a link in the description to an updated CAN box that looks like this. It's made by Raise instead of Simple, and Joying has started sending out these Raise units, and the part number that they send out usually is this GRZ HD56, which is basically the exact same thing as this one, which is RZ HD06. So again, I'll have a link in the description below, and if you buy it from the link that I show, it'll come with this harness that's for like a 2012 Civic or CRV. We're not going to need the harness, you're just going to need this little piece right here. So we're going to pull the radio out. Alright, so in the mess of wires behind the radio, you'll see this red CAN box made by Simple. I'm one-handed now, I gotta try to pop that off. So you just push in the tab, that comes off of there. You can see, so basically the same thing, size-wise and everything. The technology is a little bit different sides. This one will just plug right in the place of that. Like that. Let's set this back up into place for a minute so I can show you. So now, I think we're gonna turn the car on. So right now, this is a Android 10 based stereo, but it's the same thing if you have a Android 12 that came with a red Simple soft brand. You can just switch it out. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go into the settings. Settings. We're going to do the factory settings 3368, and we want to change the car model. So it was XP, which is Simple. So now we want to find, it's right here. It's RZC. So click the one that says RZC Honda, and then whatever you have. So in my case, it's a CRV. We might have a Civic, CRV, and we want 2017 through 2019. High would be if you had a high trim level, like a Touring or something with an aftermarket amplifier. You can see there's lots of options. So 2017. Okay, so while we're in this screen here, we've switched to that. Let's go to original car agreement and make sure that static trace is not turned on, because that would make the dynamic guidelines not work. So make sure that's off, and we're going to try to put it in reverse. So now we have our dynamic guidelines working the way they should. Again, here we are with the Android 12 newer style joining unit, just kind of sitting here plugged in. It's the same thing with it, except to go to the settings, we'll go to the settings, system, factory settings, 8888, and in here we click change model, and you'd normally be on this Simple. We're going to go to Raise Honda, then pick your model. And this actually was even more problematic with these newer models, because what it would do is when you turn the wheel, you would see whatever position the wheel is before you put it in reverse. That's kind of where it was stuck. So 17 CRV, save. Now again, put it in reverse. We have our dynamic guidelines. All right, so again, one last example. Here I'm in this 2014 Honda CRV, and Put it in reverse. This does have an Android 10 based unit. You can see don't have any guidelines or dynamic guidelines. Everything else does work. So actually it'd probably be a better idea to go ahead and change the protocol before you turn it off. I don't think it really matters. So we'll go to settings, factory, 3368, car model. We're going to change this to 2012 CRV. Turn it off. Just make sure everything works. And make sure everything's synced up, that your clocks match. So again, click original car agreement. Static trace off. Alright, so after you get the settings set, we'll go ahead and turn the unit off. We're going to pop this out. So this one, you just kind of, on these CRVs, you just kind of pry this out here. Disconnect hazard switch. Box here. You can see this one's got wires coming in both sides. Plugged in. Snap everything back in. Alright. Pop it in reverse. And now you can see in our 14 CRV, we have dynamic guidelines that do work. Alright, so that wraps that up. Just a quick video, how to fix the dynamic guideline trajectory issue. Not that big of a deal, but I know it's important to some people, so there's your fix. If the video is helpful, be sure to like. If you have questions or comments, leave them below. Be sure to subscribe for more. And again, I'll have a link in the description where you can buy that part. That's just that quick retrofit for the Canbus. Right, until next time, we'll see you later.